What's up, everybody? This is Erica's for the win, and I have a new hero on YouTube. Shokio, your video about gamer girls was spot on. Perfect. I'm going to put the link below so you guys can check out his video and his channel just in case you haven't seen it yet. His video was about gamer girls and how they, use their body, they use their sex appeal to get views and thus make money on YouTube. When really their channels have little to do with gaming. Those typically show one genre, one game, which happens to be most of the time Call of Duty, and they won't even talk about gaming. What they do is they're taking the gaming community and exploiting them and using them for views. So Shokio was basically just calling them out and saying, you're not real gamers, and also he was getting on the men for encouraging it, obviously subbing to these women and being quote-unquote thirsty for them, complimenting them all the time instead of calling them out. And he was basically saying in this video that we should be calling this out more, we should be making more videos about this, especially if we're women. He was saying that it's kind of sad that he was making a video and that, more women should be making these types of videos because we should be offended. And I have made a couple videos about this in the past. It's been a while, but if you guys follow my channel, you have seen those videos, and I still stand by them. I still feel the same, and I'm so happy to hear a male make a video like this. So I was very impressed with Shokio's video. I wanted to stand up and cheer. Like, I'm not even kidding. I just wanted to chant, Shokio, Shokio. And it reminded me of Hook, when they chant Rufio. But I was just thinking of that moment, but just replace it with Shokio because it was that good. And what ended up happening was he got a little bit of backlash. Some people were commenting, there was a couple women commenting that they were offended because he was using some vulgar words, such as bitch and slut and things like that. And his response to this was gold. He just basically said, why would I respect a woman who doesn't respect herself? So when they're, acting like a slut, then I'm gonna call them a slut because it's slut behavior. That's basically what he said, and I swear I just wanted to stand up and cheer for this guy because that was the best response. And I've felt that way for a long time. I've always thought, and I've said in my past videos, these girls don't respect themselves. So why are men going to do it? Why should they expect men to respect them when they don't respect themselves? And these girls sometimes end up making videos, complaining about the comments they get, complaining about the harassment. And I'm over here thinking, well, what do you expect? You're out here, with a t-shirt or a tank top that's way too small, your boobs are hanging out, you're talking about nothing related to gaming. What do you expect? And so I've made a video about that, it comes to them complaining about comments and me just basically laughing at that because, like I said, what do they expect? Another video that was just awesome was a response video by Shokio's girlfriend, the VideogameHer, and she kind of responded to these comments as well, this backlash he was getting. And she was saying basically the same thing, these words, they're bad and we shouldn't be using them to describe somebody or tell, we should never tell somebody that they're a bitch or a slut or whatever. But in the context of the video and how he was, describing them because of the behavior they were portraying, it was fitting, and she was just, agreeing with him on that. Another great point that she made, though, that really stood out, and it was something I hadn't really thought about when it came to this subject, and that was the fact that these women who are using their sex appeal and their boobs and everything, in a way, they are insulting men. And that really stood out to me because it's so true. Now that I think about it, it makes me offended for men. I'm not a male, but I think about it and it's like the woman's basically saying, hey, I'm a woman, I'm gonna show you my boobs and you're gonna like it because you're a man. That's pretty much what they're doing. And we all know that men are very visual. Men like to look at women. That's just the way they are. And I understand that. And the thing about it, though, that they're doing is wrong is that they're using this as a quote-unquote weakness of men, and they're taking advantage of it. And I can't really think of a great example besides this one, and that's me going on my first date with my boyfriend, all right? I kind of thought of it like, you know what? I'm just going to dress casual nice. I'm not going to have my boobs hanging out. This man I really like, and I'm not going to just expect him to like me just because I'm a woman. I want to impress him. I want to be witty. I should show him, you know, that I'm interesting. I should talk to him about things, tell him about myself, and, you know, just be charming, just like he should be doing the same for me. It's a date. It's how you get to know each other and see if you like each other. There is no way I was going to insult my, you know, now boyfriend and say, you know what, I'm a woman, I'm going to show you my boobs, and you're going to like me for just being a woman. That's kind of like what these girls are doing on YouTube. They're just saying, they're basically doing that. They're saying, you know what, I'm going to show my boobs and you're going to like it. And these men sometimes do, and that's what gets them to sub and look. But also it could just be for the shock value. You know, so I've seen thumbnails with actual boobs from certain girls on YouTube, and I've clicked it just because of the shock value, and I'm a straight woman. So you can just imagine males, whether they are aroused by it or not, it's a shock value, and of course you're going to click it to see what's going on there. What's doing with this girl? Is she really showing her boobs? What's going on? But I don't know, I just thought that was an amazing point by the VideogameHer, something I hadn't thought about before, and it's dead on as well. And you, both of you are an amazing couple, power couple of YouTube. I really appreciated these videos, and kudos to both of you, because really, you guys just really put it out there perfectly. I can't say it any better. I'm just making this video to give you guys a little bit of praise and just kind of throw my thoughts out there. There was another point that the VideogameHer also made that I completely agree with, and that is that for the rest of us female gamers, the ones that actually care about our channel and want it to be focused on gaming and not just how we look and all these other things, it seems like it's twice as harder for us because we constantly have to prove that we know what we're talking about. It's like we have to try twice as hard because our content is the focus, and it's not just, you know, our cleavage or how we look and all that. So we have to work hard on our content, which pretty much makes us kind of equal with the men because that's what the men have to do. But the problem is, and this is what she brought up, is that with the men it's more balanced. You have your men who, you know, just play Call of Duty, or they're on there, they just troll people or something like that, and they're more of like a comic relief or whatever. And then you have the hardcore gamers that are actually really serious about gaming, and they put up videos every day, and they have the best gameplays ever, and they play all kinds of different games. But with the men, it's pretty balanced. They're pretty much even. You have your good section of the tryhards, and then you got your good section of the casuals. But the problem is with the women, there's a huge contrast. You have, you know, at the top of YouTube, the ones with the most views and the most everything, not always, but for the most part, it's women who do this. It's women who show their body, and they're very beautiful, and they just exploit themselves and show it in a bad way with bad taste. And, you know, they're doing their thing. I'm not quote-unquote knocking the hustle or whatever, but I mean, they know what they're doing. But the problem is it's making the rest of us look bad, and men will come to expect that from all of us. And that's not what we want. That's not what we want to represent the rest of us. And so there's a bunch of girls who do that, and then way at the bottom of the ladder there's the few of us who just want to talk about gaming, or we just want to talk about gaming news and show our gameplays and show the games we're playing and actually keep it gaming. But it's like I read a comment and I completely agreed with it, we're a dying breed. It's really hard for us to get subs, it's harder for us to get a lot of views, and that's just the way it is on YouTube. It's just how it goes, and it's part of the deal, and that's not going to stop me from continuing what I'm doing, but at the same time, it can't go unnoticed. So I completely agree with both of them. Their videos were great. I'm going to put all the links below so you guys could check it out and go like their videos and just give them praise, because they were just awesome videos. And that is pretty much it. I just wanted to give my 2 cents. You guys already kind of know how I feel about this already, but I just thought it was amazing that they brought up these great points that I hadn't really thought about before. And so it kind of shed more light on the topic, and I love talking about it. I love thinking about it. It's just, it's interesting to me, and I know it's interesting to you guys. And any more thoughts, leave them below in the comments if you guys have anything to add to this, if you agree, if you don't agree. What do you think about all this when it comes to gamer girls and everything? I know some people comment their videos, and they've commented my videos in the past, and they've said, what do you care? Like, what does it matter what they're doing? Why do you care what they're doing? What do you care about views? It's not about that. It's about the representation that we don't want. You know, the gamer girls, I guess you want to call me a gamer girl, girls like me, We don't want that on our heads. We don't want that on our backs, like a monkey that we constantly have to shake off. We want to be taken seriously, and it seems twice as hard. Like, sometimes I'll admit, when I put up videos and I'm talking about a game or I'm talking about something that I know about, sometimes I feel like men and women are not going to take me as seriously because they're going to just think, oh, she's just a gamer girl. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's just on here because she's a girl. And it's so far from the truth. But I always feel that, like, in the back of my mind, that that's going to happen. It doesn't stop me from saying what I'm going to say, but it's just a thought I tend to have occasionally, and I hate that. And it's because of these girls. Honestly, it's really, when I think about it, it's because of them. And that's something to complain about. So why not make this video? Anyways, like I said, tell me what you guys think. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it so much. Take it easy, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.